Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats. And they've been playing football here since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the TCU Horned Frogs taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcats offense will take the first swing of the game. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
He breaks a tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the returner is stopped. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will get the ball for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man quickly. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Nice move to stay on his feet. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I just love having a decisive quarterback. Like, give him options, but he makes a decision, sticks his foot in the ground, says, I'm going to get the first down, and he gets it.
He makes the grab, makes the catch and knock down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Makes the grab on the left. Oh, what a move! Touchdown, TCU! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So an 82-yard drive there, and the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one.
Can anyone catch him? They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off play action. Getting some heat. This time he's got it. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Snagged in the middle. It's Marcook. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Back to the air one more time. He's moving out of the pocket. Grab near the sticks. It's Marco. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! What a catch and run for 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
Jones wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Savage. Still running out of the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On second down, looking to throw. Got a man in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got it down the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking for the score. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 3rd down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Jones to throw. Coming after him. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. The Bearcats will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Firing to the right, complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
From the red zone, it's Palmer. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Palmer. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Cincinnati, 3.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. Myers on the move. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. And the Bearcats want to move quickly.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make a tackle for loss.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Jones wants to throw it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They're going to test the right side with this one.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. trying to punch it in. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down.
42, Spider.
He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell if he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Jones to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt returns. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They want to run this quarterback. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
Second and short now after that completion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Looking to throw on second down. He wants it all. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might get a little bit of that there. You could take a knee. You could run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
42, Cincinnati, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Complete to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Jones wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation.